Right, so we're going to have a look at the Twinny, well, the traditional, well, we've had the Twinny TS running this morning, but it's now been superseded with the new Twinny T5S. So we're going to look at some of the settings and the parameters of this machine and some of the setup. First off, Leicester have actually issued some guidance, and there's various parameters there for the temperature, the speed, the air mixture that we're using. So provided we know which machine we're using, which product we're using, which in this instance we've got some of the GP1 material from Juta. So we're going to run this out and just do some tests on it. So we're using Juta's specification on this says 0.6 mil. So what we're going to do is set the parameters according to the LDPE. 0.5 is the closest. We're going to look at running the temperature at 500 and a speed of 4.5 meters per minute with a 80% mixture of air into the system. So to start off with, you need to find the on-off switch, which is tucked away down here. So all your routine checks are done on your leads, your cable, power supply. This is a brand new machine. So we're going to turn it on and the machine will go into its T5 selection process. So just pushing the buttons here, we can adjust it according to what parameters we want to adjust. So the bottom one there is for the air or the fan mixture. So we need an 80% mixture in here. So I'm just going to reduce it down from the 100 to the 80. I'm going to move the cursor up to the speed. And again, the speed that we were advised on for this product was 4.5 meters per minute. So what I'm going to do is just increase the temperature there using the cursor again up to 4.5. So we've got the temperature there now. So what we do, we actually start the blowers now to get the, so we put the air blower on by holding that button. The previous user was using 420 for this, and we're looking at a temperature of 500 for this. So I just need to increase the temperature. Oh, wrong button there, sorry. I need to just move the cursor down to this one so we can see the temperature is now increasing to 490, 500. And we'll just let that warm up of its own accord. So we've used the parameters, we know what the material is, so we can move forward now. And again, here's the data sheet with the thickness of the material, 0.6, and it's a low density polyethylene membrane. So one of the parameters that we do have to set manually is the pressure. Now the pressure is adjusted here at the front, so I'm going to ask if you can hold that for us. Got Ian helping me today. So you can just see there's a locking button here, and there's a plus and a minus, and you can see it going down and coming up. So what we do, we take it up to the highest extremes of the lift on it. And I'm just going to take a piece of the material and fold it in half so that it can gauge, because it will bite in there already. Now this is the point where I need to set my pressure by purely just lifting the pin up and going in the plus direction. How many newtons was it, guys? Can you remember? 500. 500? Just double check. They don't actually give you a Newton pressure on this. So what we will do, we will work out our pressure according to the thickness, which is 0.6. So I'm going to put round about 500 newtons on this. So we're going to lift that up. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 4.5, just slightly under that thickness, just to try it as a first seam, okay? And that locking pin will now go down. So when we try that in there, it clamps up. We should see some teeth marks in it. So while that continues to warm up, I'm just going to line up the first sheet. So we bring that in as we would with the old machine. the next sheet in there. These are just sample pieces that we're working with. Obviously be mindful if you're doing T-seams, and with 100mm overlap. We set the wheels rolling, so we just push the button on there. Can you see that, Ian? So that allows the wheels to run. We've got the temperature at 500, if I just take that round there. So that's the on-off for the wheels. Temperature is good, and we've got a fan mixture, air at 80% as advised. So if you can just hold that for us. We should be good to go. Trigger, very similar to the traditional Twinny. The wheels are spinning. There we go. Thank you, Ian. So, just stop the wheels there. And what we do, once this is cooled down, we do our traditional coupon sample, and we'll do a peel and a shear, but we'll just let it cool down. As you can see, very quick seam, and we can just double check on that world. Okay.